Hello there guys, my name is GEC and welcome back to another Space Engineers Spotlights video. So what are we looking at today? Well, GEC produced another craft, and this one is actually like something he did a few weeks ago, but I figured let's have a look at it because I didn't actually see it until I went onto his workshop page and actually saw it, and it's something completely different to what he's been building recently. So what we actually have is a ground vehicle, and this is it, and this is called the Valkaláh, and yeah, it's like an exploration scientific vehicle, or could potentially be used for troop transport on planets or asteroids with gravity. So this thing has like a really sort of nice high profile, so we can get over things. He's got the mud flaps on there as well, just to, you know, keep it protected from everything, and the wheels sit quite nicely as well. And I was really impressed by the way it looks and how much there is to it, and it looks very industrial, and it also has a few weapons as well, just to you know, I think this is a 23 centimeter or millimeter cannon. It's pretty cool, and it also has a really nice noise. And then we've also got a auto cannon on the bottom here as well, which is really nice. So I was really impressed to sort of see that he is moving into other kinds of building in terms of land vehicles, such as Dark Lord with his dropship. He's actually moving into more, you know, being able to go onto planets, drop troops off. It's really nice to see people actually going with something different than what they're usually building. So let's head inside. Now on these, you press that and it opens a door. You press the button and it opens the doors up very nicely. Now I believe this is a mod. I originally thought it was a projector block, but I believe this is a mod in which it comes up showing some sort of force field. However, I thought there was going to be oxygen in here, and as you can see there's no oxygen in here at the moment, but as I walk through there still is an oxygen, so I'm thinking this thing isn't meant for oxygen yet, or it just doesn't work properly. But I was kind of hoping that this thing would contain the field to keep all the oxygen in, but it doesn't, so it's just kind of for show at the moment, and maybe some sort of protection from guns or something. I don't really know. So as we come in, we can close that up by pressing this, and we will do that now, and it folds up really nicely, and I love the way he does his doors, and then it locks in place again and that thing turns off, and then you're just left with this little window here to look out and view what the hell is going on outside. So as we come in, we have got, to our left we have the cockpit area, and then to our right we actually have all the seats. Now this thing can carry 7 people in the back. You've got 3 seats on this side and 4 seats on this side, and then you've also got the 3 seats at the front, so it's a 10-seater, which is really good. It's very useful to have that many people. Again, you've got like 3 people that are piloting, you've got 2 that are co-pilots, and then you've got 1 that is, you know, the main pilot. And then you've got all these other people who could be scientists, researchers, anything of the sort, and they can just sit in here and wait to be deployed when they are needed. Now if we look up, we've got a nice little sort of viewing area outside, and I reckon that's a really I do think that is a really nice feature to have, because you can, you know, just see time of day it is outside and just, you know, gauge when to go out and if meteor storms are going to hit and things like that. So that's really nice. We've got a first aid area over here, so we can heal up if need be, if we do take any damage for whatever reason. And also this thing actually has some solar panels on the roof, if you didn't see them already, and it has batteries in, so you can actually recharge the batteries from the solar panels. There we go. And that will basically enable you to you know, power some parts of the ship with some of the batteries, which is a nice feature in itself, because things like this would need to be self-sufficient while on the surface, and once, you know, it uses up all its power, it may be able to, you know, go from generator power and move into using the batteries on their own, and those can recharge, and it can probably get a bit further than it once could, and then it could maybe recharge again, just doing stuff like that. And, you know, you'd be able to run basic services from them, like the lights and all that other gubbins. So back here we have a cargo section, which enables us to place cargo in the back. It's a large cargo container, so if I were to hit K on that, as you can see, we've got lots and lots of oxygen bottles in here, and we've also got some ammo clips for some of the guns, which is, again, I like that. having everything that's important shoved to the back. And he's even used some of the upgrade modules as well, for looks as well as for making it a lot more efficient, which is nice to see. And yeah, it's just very, very nice. And we've also got these oxygen bottles here, which we can actually pick up, and they're locked down at the moment on the floor using these mag locks. And he's also got some here that you could potentially use as well. So let's try and work this seat. So apparently if I hit 1, the seat should rotate. It doesn't seem to be rotating currently, so I'm going to have to just break it a little bit. Let's break that, and that. Okay, and instantly we got blocks flying off. Okay, there we go. So if I jump in this now, there we go, it rotates. There's a few little kinks he still needs to work out, but as I do this, the screens, okay, they all turn off. So I need to fix this as well. Where is it? Pilot displays on. So I just confused the system a little bit there with the timers, but let's try this again. So if I rotate around this way again, and stop for a second or two, and then rotate around again, what happens is as we rotate round, these screens then turn and the other one pushes up, all the screens turn on, and we get this nice little projector that projects a little reticule where we're actually driving. So what we can do now is, hopefully, if we hit P, is it P? Oh, we need to remote control it, so if we go 2, there we go, so we have control over this now, so we can start to move forwards. This does keep to the ground very well, because I already have tested it a little bit, and it's very resilient. However, please bear in mind this world is in a non-destructible setting at the moment, so no blocks will take actual damage. And let's try and just hit this ramp here and see how it fares. Okay, so it stopped. It actually stopped. And then we have to hit it at a certain point. He's even got those the balls that actually are meant to take some of the damage as we go up this, but if we go slow up it, as you can see, we will get up it. It's just hitting it at a fast speed while bouncing doesn't really help its cause, and going down again. And it's very, very nice, very, very smooth actually to move. Let's just twizzle it around. I didn't actually notice those thrusters on the back. But in this cockpit we actually have control over multiple things. We have the backlight, which are the red lights. We have the front lights, which are these ones, which are literally just for viewing purposes. And we also have the cannon at the front, which we can fire. That is the auto cannon, so we can just provide some sort of fire if we're in trouble, or use it to break through rubble and things like that, which is quite nice. Now we also have a camera, so if I hit 4 we can view the camera, and that's just to see our ground clearance, and you know, just see where we are in terms of driving. It's actually better to drive like this. It's better. It's an easier way of piloting this craft. So let's try and get up this hill. There we go. Let's try this again. So that shows you our ground clearance, and okay, it's a little bit hard to handle on the steering, but Space Engineer steering has never been the best. Oh my god. And we did it. There you go. So that camera's actually really, really useful just to see where the hell we are in terms of everything else. I also like this little bit of protection he's got on the side, the like little gratings. It's actually really nice, and then he's got the bars going across as well. It's like a bit of protection for the windows. So let's go 2 again, and other things we have control over is the balls. We can turn them on and off. So if I go 5, as you can see, he uses the balls to keep it on the floor. So he's not actually using the artificial mass blocks, because the balls are actually a bit better, and you can alter the actual weights and things. So, sweet Jesus. There's a little patch of rubble here we could probably test on as well. What else we got to test? We got an antenna, which we can turn on and off, which will probably be able mean we can, you know, actually go through and remote control this from other places. If we go onto this 33mm cannon, we should be able to control it. If I hit T, K, and then we search for 23mm, there we go. Now, this thing sounds amazing. Listen to that noise. It's just beautiful, and I love it to pieces, this gun. the noise it makes is just, it's like a minigun, but more space agey. I don't know, it's awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much the craft, in all fairness. I'll probably try and park it back in its hangar and probably do that in thingy mode, just to see how easy it actually is to control. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but we do have some shake on the projector as this thing jiggles around, which is a little bit strange. That's nothing to do with this craft, it's more to do with Space Engineers. I've never noticed that before. Look at it jiggle. That's so strange. Ugh, hit that with a bit too much gusto. Let's go again. Okay, are we up? Are we up? Are we up? I think so. There we go, so that'll do me. Put the handbrake on. Let's jump out of this thing. So, overall, I do like this craft. There's a few kinks to work out with this chair, as it doesn't rotate, and I know GEC watches these videos, so that's a thing maybe to try and tinker with or fix, or maybe it's just a case of extending the piston a little bit more. But it's really, really nice to have all these screens again with them masters coding to you know, show up what is actually in the ship. You've got your ammo summary, ingot summary, and all that other stuff. It's really, really nice to have like crafts like these, and not many people produce them at the moment. And there are people that are slowly moving into producing them, and it's nice to see. I'll probably try and make one myself, but don't expect this kind of detail, because I'm nowhere near the caliber that these guys are. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, then don't be afraid to like, favourite, and of course subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitter, go check out this build, I'll put the link in the description below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!